There's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer, a screamer.
What is going on, entertainers? So I'm coming to you guys with another Hollywood Hot Topics. Before I get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, let me know what you guys think about this video. Okay, so one of the first thing I wanted to talk about, you guys, was the Grammy. So they released the nominations tonight. Now we're not talking Zoo, so don't be calling in. We will talk about Blueface, but don't be calling in, calling about baddies or Bobby boys or anything like that. We're just talking about Hollywood Hot Topics. Blueface is included because he's a bigger celebrity. So yeah, and Krishan, of course. So let's talk about the nominations. Shady. It just doesn't make sense to me. After all these years, how Nicki still hasn't won a Grammy. I don't think it's fair. It doesn't make any sense. But let's go by category to category. Category is you got snubbed. Category is you got robbed. Okay. The first one is record of the year. So to me, the person who wins off the bat off of this is Beyonce, because everybody else in this category, besides Adele, I don't think is really deserving of the win. Maybe Lizzo as well, but everybody else is kind of like new. But then again, you know, the white people, okay, whereas the Nico's aesthetics always sometimes end up going out with the W. So I feel like Harry Styles, for some reason, is going to go ahead and kind of rob this Grammy from Queen Bee. So we will see what happens with that one, okay? So the jacket is fire. Thank you. Yeah, y'all be complimenting me on like fashions ladies. But yeah, this is an old jacket, so ain't really nothing. All right, yeah, because she won't buy her Grammy. They sub Nicki and Summer Walker. But this is what I will say with Nicki. She's not willing to play the game, which you shouldn't have to if you're talented and if you're deserving of something. But you got to kind of know when to pick your battles. This my whole thing. When she called out the Grammys for the whole nomination thing, I was like, she's not going to get a Grammy this year because you literally just called out the platform that's giving out the awards. They're not going to be happy with you. It'd be one thing if you're like, oh, okay, I wonder why Lotto is nominated for this category and my song is similar. If she just kind of mentioned that, but she put Grammys straight in the middle of it. She's like, oh, they're playing with me again, basically calling them out. So the moment she did that, I kind of knew it wasn't in for her and that she was gone with that category. So let's talk about album of the year. Album of the year. Beyonce better win again. Sorry. Because all of the rest of these albums, never heard of them. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar, though. You know, he did his thing with his last drop, but Beyonce was a bigger stepper when it comes to that. Lizzo, you know, still a big stepper. Harry Styles is always in a lot of these categories, to be honest. Like, so I wouldn't be surprised if he just goes under these celebrities' noses and just robs them of all the Grammys that they're nominated for. So, Song of the Year, I feel like either About Damn Time should win or Beyonce should win, because you cannot turn on the radio without hearing turn up the music. Like, you can't turn on the radio without hearing that. And then you can't turn on the radio without hearing you want to break myself. So one of the two I feel like are neck and neck, to be honest. I don't know why I thought Summer album came out in 2020. No, Still Over It came out in 2021. Summer didn't get a nomination either. That was another person that was snubbed in the categories. Category is you're snubbed. She didn't get nominated as well. Okay, a lot of people felt like she should have gotten it. To be honest, the album to me, Still Over It, to me was a better album. No, Over It was better to me than Still Over It. I'll say that. So, sorry. All right, the Grammy said, oh, you don't like your nomination category. How about none? Exactly. You got to kind of know how to pick your battles. Like, it's sad, but all right, so Best New Artist. They have Anita, Omar, Apollo. Let me just say this. I don't know who Anita is. I don't know who Omar is. Domi and JD Beck. I don't know who that is. Mooney Long. I know who that is. Samara Joy. I don't know who that is. Mainsky. I don't know who that is. Literally... If Lotto doesn't win, or Mooney Long, it's a disgrace. Because let me ask you entertainers in the comments, do you guys know who anybody else in this category is besides Anita? Somebody I already saw says they know who Anita is, but I probably know Anita's song, but I don't know her by her name. So who is that? Y'all gotta let me know. Because I don't know who Anita is. I know who Anita Baker is, but I know who Anita is. So to me, in this category, the person who should win is Lotto. So let's go to pop. Oh, that's an easy win for Adele. I'm sorry. First of all, why is Doja Cat in the pop category? To me, Doja Cat is in pop. She is not pop to me. I don't know why the girls tend to categorize her in pop when she raps. That's I feel like the problem they have with Nicki. It's because she does pop sometimes. It kind of mixes pop with rap that they're automatically pushing her into pop. I don't think that's fair. And that's the same thing with Doja. She shouldn't be categorized as pop. To me, she's not a pop girl. She's a hip hop girl. That's what I think. Okay. You said bit. Oh, I'm so sorry, Tyler. Been a bit of okay. Thank you for tuning in, still, girl. Doja is pop. No, she's not pop. I disagree. What the heck is a wet leg? Exactly. Like wet leg. I even never heard of that person. Pop duo in category. We just gonna go down to the most important ones. I would give this to Sam Smith because that's my issue. When I first heard it, my bad. I said, Sam Smith, you better gag the girls because nobody expected Sam Smith to come out with a song like that. My bad, y'all. My allergies is like so messed up. Nobody expected Sam Smith to come out with a song like that at all. So when he came out with Unholy and Gag the Girl, the boy started trending. People started to make fun of him and everything like that. But he still did that song and he still did the damn thing. So I feel like he should win with that, to be honest. So, and Beyonce did get the Dance Electric category. You know, there was rumors that they were trying to push her out of that category because they didn't think her album was Dance Electric. But you could tell the song, her album is Dance Electric. So I don't know why. This year, something was going on. I don't know if they changed the head of the boards or the white men in charge were changed or what, because the nominations that were set just didn't make sense in the beginning. Pop is highly commercialized music, not a specific sound. Exactly. So, yeah. Hopefully, I cannot wait for the award show. I will be recapping the Grammys 2023 in February because y'all know it usually airs in February. So I know it's going to air in February this year. So I cannot wait to see what it's be given. Okay, next I wanted to talk about you guys was Xscape. All I need is some understanding. I don't know why 1, 2, 3 is understanding but you and me. Listen, groups trying to build themselves together years later just never work. We've seen this happen with Pussycat Dolls. We see this happen with Danny Eddie Kane. We've seen this happen with what's that group that Omarion was on? We seen that happen with his group because it's slipping my mind right now. We see that happen with Omarion's group. We seen it happen time and time again. So it's like when these groups try to come together, I already see the foreshadowing of the mess coming down the line. Okay, so it's always them sisters. One of the sisters, Latocha, you guys, has been isolating herself. Apparently, it's due to allegedly her husband or her mate or whatever that's the one that's kind of causing this turmoil. Apparently she doesn't want to deal with their promoter that books their bookings or whatever. I guess she had some sort of falling out with them. So it's been a lot of back and forth between them. And you already know Candy don't mess with her man, her money, and her mama. Latocha started messing with her money, and that's one of the things in the categories that you do not mess with. So she called her out a lot. Of course, Tiny, that's her bestie boo. She's going to back her up. So even her sister, y'all, her sister ended up turning against her and saying, hey, you know what you did was wrong and you need some discipline for what you did to for what you did to Candy. So even her sister at one point was calling her out over this too. Okay, so the whole thing started with the Soul Train Awards. So they all came to the red carpet dressed in unison, all of them except for one person. Okay, Latocha. She was dressed in green, giving very much green with envy. Okay, while everybody else was dressed in like this little metallic type silver get up, but everybody else was in the metallic silver get up. She had the green on, so everybody was thinking like, why are you the oddball out? What are you doing dressing up not like everybody else? Okay, I even saw at one point Nene was in the comments, and then she gonna put an eyeball. If you guys remember the reunion where they filmed it virtually, this is why Nene is funny. There was a reunion that they filmed virtually, right? And they were all white. Nene has said that the reason why she was late, she said she was late to that reunion and she had to pick her outfits last minute is because they told her the color scheme was black. So when she showed up to the reunion, like when they were doing like the camera setup, she said this on her YouTube too. When they were doing like the camera setup and the micings and stuff, when they had that virtual reunion, she saw everybody was wearing white, but somebody told her black. So she felt like they told her to wear this on purpose so that way she could look like the big bad villain. Okay, so that to me was funny that Nene commented that little I think it was on the Neighborhood Talk or one of them blogs. She commented that little eye emojis because she been through it herself. Okay, so take a look. You already see the outfits. Y'all see all the metallic, and then we see the green. Okay, Latocha says, still on the high from last night, so grateful to receive the Lady of Soul Award. To still be embraced after 29 years is very humbling. Thank you to all the Xscape fans who have supported us through the years. And thank you to BET for giving us our flowers. Okay, in the words of Jocelyn. Make sure you tune in to the Soul Train Awards on November 26th to see us do our thing. She says, sorry, I didn't get the memo, but everyone else looked amazing. Okay, so y'all know Candy didn't like that because you shaded her. So it's Candy said, the only thing for people to know, you have to choose a separate stylist from the rest of the group. You chose to separate yourself. Don't blame us for the stop continuing to put out false narratives or girl. Y'all know Candy typed that with clenched teeth and all. So it had her in a little bit of a scuffle because y'all making the group look bad, okay? And the thing with Xscape too, their music to me, in my opinion, I know I'm still young. I wasn't born back in the days or whatever like that. To me, they don't have as much hits to really stick like grits for them to be fighting this hard to be able to make a full-on comeback, to be honest. So they could easily lose Latocha and it'd be okay. You get what I'm saying? So this is another reason why I feel like I don't want Destiny's Child to come back because I feel like it's going to be a lot of drama and Beyonce does not need that. Okay, it's going to really stress her out. Imagine if they do a reunion with all the 5 girls coming back. We're going to have Kelly, Michelle, Beyonce, Latavia, and I forgot the last one, the actress girl. Imagine if they had all 5 come back. You know how much crap that would cause? Sometimes when you do a comeback, not all members need to return, okay? We've seen this happen with Pussycat Dolls, even though that didn't even end up well either. Nicole think that she could get all her stripper background dancers to come back, okay? Nicole Scherzinger, she said, let's go. Now, she's beefing with Robin. She's suing Robin now. Her and Robin are in legal mess because she feels as if Robin owns too much of a percentage of the Pussycat Dolls, and she wants to own most of it. So it's like all these group coming backs, they never really work out. Okay, I did drop the link for you guys. Latocha like it. Yes, Latocha like it. I did drop the link for you guys if you guys want to call in. You guys said Blueface allegedly got into it with someone who was mistaken to be a Playboy gangster Crip, stemming from issues between hoods. Can't and won't say more than that. Okay, JD. JD keeps his ears to the streets. Okay, keeps his ears to the streets. I got the keys. You got the keys. Okay. Beyonce ain't letting no reunion happen. I feel like if they were to have a Destiny's Child reunion, they wouldn't do 5. They would just do 3. It would just be Kelly, Michelle, and Beyonce. It would just be these 3, and then that's it. I don't think my generation is looking for a Destiny's Child comeback, but our old fans will for sure. All 5 of them don't even have that much music together for me to care about their reunion. That is true. Okay, that I gotta give you that one. Okay, so apparently Latocha's claiming like, hey, y'all set me up because the stylist. This is the blog I was talking about. If you guys peep, look at Nini's comments, you guys. Y'all see her with the eye emoji. This saw me with Nini messy, but she would have made one crying. Okay, so the stylist texted whoever and said, hey, what's the color scheme for the carpet? They said no scheme. I would just say now black, just solid color. I just think glamorous and long. I was just thinking cohesive picture, but gotcha. It'll be a gown of some sort. So she heard gown. So she like, let me come up with this green gig. The green gig didn't match with what everybody else was wearing. She did look good though. I like the dress that she was wearing, to be honest. It looked really, really nice. Out of everybody, one of her dress was the best. If it was metallic, she would have looked the best out of everybody. In my opinion. So, and also I like Tiny's dress as well. So I think those two were the best dress, to be honest. Whoever did Candy's hair needs to get fired. I don't like the way her hair looks at all. Okay. Before I continue, y'all, Cardi B has a message. I know you guys are sick of Cardi B, but I don't do it as much as I could. Okay.
Y'all want to hear what Cardi B had to say? Okay.
I apologize, I apologize, I apologize, I apologize, I apologize.
Oh, let me play Cardi B one more time after she found out that you tried to set me up.
I apologize, I apologize, I apologize, I apologize, I apologize.
Her sister, you guys, you would think her sister would be like, hey, that's my sister, I'm gonna rap for my sister. Her sister, I guess, is catching on to the BS. Is not agreeing with what her sister is doing, you guys. So take a look at what her sister had to say. It said it has nothing to do with right or wrong, if it is her sister or not. If her sister was wrong, she was wrong, period. Don't know what went on behind closed doors, but a person can't continue to be on someone's side, especially if they are wrong. It is called growth for Tamika Scott. It has nothing to do with money and fame. That's the problem now. Too many people are justifying wrong behavior of people. They talking about Blueface and Krishan, y'all. And then she replied by saying, well said. Thank you. This is so true. God knows the truth. It's definitely not about money or fame. Love my sister Latocha and has had her back for years. Right or wrong, it comes a time when you mature and have to make the right decisions. God is watching, and I'm not disappointing him for nobody. I ain't gonna lie, if that was my sister, I wouldn't have said that about my sister. I'll just say, especially on no public platform, I'll cuss her out on text, but like, not in front of everybody. Like, I'll do that. Like, we not gonna do that. Like, you're not gonna get that out of me. I'm sorry. I'm a firm believer in like family loyalty. So it's like, to me, I'll rather say it to you, not let everybody else know. That's because I'm private like that. But hey, sisters are fake sometimes. And Caddy, Tiny Wig took me out. If she did a high slit ponytail, she would have looked way better. Yeah, you've been serving these outfits. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. Did you see that interview? Asked Kelly, how does she feel about being second to Beyonce? I was going to show you guys a clip of that tonight. Let me know if y'all want to talk about that, because that was kind of rude to me. How you going to ask her that? That's so rude. But what do you guys think about this band breakup? Like I said, you guys, I feel like their hits don't hold enough weight for them to be able to be going through all this drama. They are, I believe, filming a reality show for Bravo. So you already know this show is going to be really, really entertaining. So shout out to Candy, because she brings the bag wherever she goes. She never makes a bag or a beat. So this reality show, I cannot wait. I am going to be recapping it. So I cannot wait for the show to air and see what it's going to be giving. Okay, I cannot wait. All right. Next thing I wanted to talk about, you guys, was this story. This is why I'm telling y'all I do not have a lot of friends, because of situations like this. There was a girl, right? She went to Cabo with her friends. Next thing you know, she did not return back alive.
Salamandra says within 24 hours of her daughter's arrival, she was dead. Figuring out how or why has only added to the family's nightmare. It started with a frantic call from Robinson's friends.
They said she wasn't feeling well. She had alcohol poison. They couldn't get a puff. Each one of the people that was there with her was telling different stories.
It's when the family made calls to the FBI and Mexican authorities that they learned of another potential cause of death.
And the autopsy came back. They said it didn't have anything to do with alcohol. Say that she had been, she had a broken neck and her spine in the back was cracked. She had been beaten.
Robinson's mom, Salamandra, says within 24 hours of her daughter's arrival, she was dead. Figuring out how or why has only added to the family's nightmare. It started with a frantic call from Robinson's friends.
They said she wasn't feeling well. She had alcohol poison. They couldn't get a puff. Each one of the people that was there with her was telling different stories.
It's when the family made calls to the FBI and Mexican authorities that they learned of another potential cause of death.
And the autopsy came back. They said it didn't have anything to do with alcohol. Say that she had been, she had a broken neck and her spine in the back was cracked. She had been beaten.
Robinson's mom.
All right, so here's my audio. Hold on. Okay. Oh, I know why. Sorry about that, guys. Can you guys hear me now? All right, but here's my whole thing. This is why, like, all of my life, I've always been so closed off to people because it's hard for me to trust people. In this story, and I've always tried to be like, oh, maybe I should open up to people easier and more and everything like that. But things like this and stories like this just put the nail in the coffin as to why I'm never going to probably do that. It's because you cannot trust people. How do you go with a group of friends to out of the country and next thing you know you end up dead? Of course one of them did it. It's so obvious that they did it, to be honest. There was a video of them fighting in Cabo, and one of the friends was filming it, and you could hear the friend that's filming it is basically telling her, oh, why are you not fighting back? You need to fight back. You need to fight back. Just watching her. And not gonna lie, it made me feel guilty because the reason why it made me feel guilty, a lot of the content I review on here, you know, it's ghetto, it's ratchet, it's a lot of fighting, especially the Big Legs Baddies collection. They fight more on there than like hoodlums down the street. So it did make me feel a little bit of like a guilty conscience because I do promote that content a lot on my channel. So it really made me a little bit disgusted with myself watching that video because I'm like, this is to me just another Big Legs Baddies collection type of fight, but that's besides the point. We'll get on that more later about me diversifying my content. Okay, so at first a lot of people weren't paying attention to the story, but when the video leaked of the whole fight, that's when a lot of people started to get a lot more traction to the story. I remember lately there's been some reports that came out saying, oh, they should put some sort of law to punish people that record fights or something to that sort. I don't agree with this, and the reason why is because I feel as if, thank God whoever recorded it was dumb enough to get leaked, because now we have more evidence that something else happened to her besides an alcohol poisoning, which is not true. It's not easily, you can't be easily alcohol poisoned. Like you literally would have to drink to the point of like non-capacity where you can't even take it anymore. No, nobody in their right mind really does that anymore. You get what I'm saying? So if somebody called me and told me that, I would already side-eye them from the jump because that just doesn't make any sense. Okay? Z, you said reality TV is different from the situation here. I know it's different, but it still made me feel guilty because I'm like, this is what I promote on here. Not promote, but like talk about on here. So it did make me feel really, really, really bad. All right, this is why I literally have 3 and we don't even live in the same states. We grew up together. I made new ones this year, like Pierre and DJ and JD there. Yeah, seriously, I'm telling you guys, like, I do not get close with people because of stuff like this. Like, literally, one of the people that I consider like a friend for real, I've known him since, what, 2nd grade? Literally. And we've been like friends since then. And that's like one of my like best friends. Like, he knows like my life to like the end. Like, this is why like a lot of people like they feel like they know me, but they really don't know me. You get what I'm saying? Like, you could still know someone and not know like their life. And I'm that type of person because I'm very close. It's extremely hard for me to open up to somebody. Like, I've always been like that. Like, I'm like the friendliest person and very outgoing, but like it's very hard for me to open up to you in certain ways. If you get what I'm saying. In stories like this, that's why. That's why. They do prosecute the ones who record. Now, just so you know, okay. They said don't just go and fight someone because you see it on TV. Keep your hands to yourself unless you are in danger. Someone said they fought as soon as she got there. They had to because it was daytime still. She was still naked and she didn't even have that much in her system to have the actual alcohol poisoning. Exactly. It's just sad. It's like, I hope that, and what makes it worse is it didn't happen in the US. So I don't know how that is going to work when it comes to investigating her death. Like, I just don't know how that's going to work. Like, are they going to have the US authorities kind of investigate that themselves? Or is it still going to be the Mexican authority still in charge of the investigation because she passed over there? So how is that going to work? That's what makes me feel really bad about her. And once the friends got to the US, they all privated their Instagram accounts. If that doesn't show that you're guilty, I don't know what does. They all private their Instagram accounts. Even one of their friends went live and was basically talking about the whole situation. Didn't seem like he was sad about the whole thing. You would have thought the girl just twisted her ankle or something. He was talking about it like it was something minor. I'm gonna show you guys the clip of the friend talking about it.
So
I was genuinely heartbroken that I went into a house to see a friend that I knew for 9 years unresponsive on vacation 2,000 miles away. I don't know if y'all got me getting on Instagram and creep. I was genuinely heartbroken that I went into a house to see a friend that I knew for 9 years unresponsive on vacation 2,000 miles away. I don't know if y'all.
Like, it just doesn't even seem like he's remorseful at all. What Spice said, friends don't come to you, girl. Okay, what Spice made that song? I'm telling you, like, that is facts. All right, Summer Walker music is too urban for the Grammys. I wouldn't agree because let's talk about Glorilla too. Let's get back on the Grammys before we go back to the situation. I don't want to come off as a hater, but I don't think she deserved that nomination. I'm sorry. I don't think the song holds enough weight to be able to hold that nomination. I feel as if somebody else could have got that nomination, aka Nicki. But that's just my opinion. Like, it's just not it to me. Like, F and F, don't get me wrong, it became a global sensation. Everybody singing it. I'm F-I-N-E. But it's like, come on. Like, really? Grammys? Maybe American Music Awards, maybe BET, but Grammys, like, come on. Like, this is why it's like a blatant slap in Nicki's face. Like, oh my God. And I like Glorilla. I think she's extremely humble. I feel as if she came into the industry how you're supposed to. She wasn't trying to emulate any other rap girls. Sorry, Dream Doll, even though I love you, Dream Doll, but she was trying to imitate Nicki a little bit when he came out now, okay? Just saying. You know what I'm saying? But she wasn't trying to emulate any of the rap girls. She was herself. She was extremely humble. She was very, very likable, and she didn't switch up herself in order to fit what media wanted her to be. She still uses Facebook, you guys, to say her thoughts. If that's not being yourself, I don't know what is, because what celebrity uses Facebook to talk? They're going to use Twitter. They're going to use Instagram. So she's herself. But that song is not Grammy worthy, in my opinion. It's just not. Like, it's not at all. It's not at all. Okay? And justice for Shanilka Robinson, because she does deserve it. Hopefully they do find what actually happened to her. I'm guessing, this is my best guess. And y'all know conspiracies with Pierre. Okay? My best guess is after that fight, she probably got the courage enough to maybe try to fight back. And I think that same girl that was fighting her, they probably fought again, but that to the point where the other girl probably won the fight and beat her up so badly that her spine, they said, was injured and neck and stuff like that. The fight ended up being so brutal, probably the second round that wasn't shown on that clip, that she ended up passing from the injuries. That's what I believe happened. And this is just all alleged, of course, but that's what I think happened. I think it's the girl that was beating up on her. They probably had another round and it went lethal this time and it went bad. That's what I think happened. All right. Next I want to talk about was Blee. Let's talk about Blee. Blee. Okay, so Mr. Blee was in the courts today.
I don't know if y'all got me.
Okay, he was in the courts today and got his bond hearing, okay, for $50K. I don't know what. Listen, one of my entertainers said, listen, my entertainers be out here in the field, baby. Okay, they said, oh, that's crazy. His bond is $50K. I got charged for assault with a deadly weapon, and my bond was way more than that. Oh my God. My entertainers be out here in the field, baby. I'm like, oh my God. But I wasn't surprised that the bond was that low. It's because if you look at the clip, some people have really broken down the clip. Some people have said that this kind of looks like self-defense, that whole situation with the attempted unaliving. So that might have been a reason why, as to why the bond was so low and it wasn't as high as it was. He's probably already out by now, to be honest. So that $50K to him is like chump change, especially with the amount of money he's probably going to be making from Zeus and all these boys, okay? But what was interesting about the bond hearing, you guys, we heard the word fiance, okay? He said, oh, I see you have your family here, your friends, your acquaintances, you have a fiance. Krishan was probably in the back of that courthouse smiling from tooth to missing tooth and was like, yee, yee. Like, whoever that judge was wrong. Ain't no fiance with her ring at. And I'm not talking about the ring pop, okay? I know he probably give her a ring pop to suck on every now and then, but where her ring at, though? Where her ring at, though? That to me caught me off guard, because when I uploaded it, I got the clip and everything to upload. I missed that part. When I watched it and I got it to upload for you guys, I was like, I watched it and everything, edited it and all that, but I didn't catch that part. So when I heard it, watching it with you guys, I said, what? Fiance? Can you tell us who you think Jonathan's fiance is? My Mr. Judge said fiance. It's Miss Krishan Rock. Miss Krishan Rock has a rock on her finger, apparently, okay? She has the big rock on her finger. Right? Oh my God. But my whole thing is, I know it sounds so bad, but I wish there was a way that maybe he would have stayed maybe a little bit longer, so maybe Krishan would have woken up from the sleepiness of his being under his mist. Maybe that would have caused her to wake up, but now he's going to be out of there like square. So hey, a lot of people have met them and have said Blueface is really chill. Blueface, I don't think, has really a bad rep in the industry, so he's not some monster to the people in the industry. He might be a monster to Krishan behind doors. I think he is, but I don't think he's a monster as a person. So he shouldn't be behind bars for something he's defending himself for. Because apparently a lot of people are saying the reason why, like I said, he's getting away with it and the bond is so low is because it's being looked at as self-defense. Apparently the guy, when he was out at, he went home that same day. So a lot of people are alleging, and Whack 100 has even went on record and has alleged that this guy's just looking for like a payday, and it wasn't what he claimed it to be. So yeah. Oh yeah, I see the ring. It was on his toe when she was sucking it on the trailer. Oh wow. I know when this said fiance, I know all 31 of Krishan's teeth were shown. Exactly. The judge had to be subscribed to Zeus to let that man go that low and call her his fiance. Yeah, it doesn't make it okay though. I know it does not make it okay. It doesn't. But in a court of law, you already know how it is with semantics. It's a heavy game of semantics when it comes to a court of law. A lot of rappers that are still free now this day have had charges similar to this. One of the most famous ones is Snoop Dogg. It's very similar to this, and he got away with it. So it's kind of how the cookie crumbles. All right, so last thing I want to talk about, you guys, before I start taking callers, you guys, is Real Housewives of Potomac. All right, so there's so many things being said and done with this cast. A lot of accusations. This is, I think, one of the most controversial seasons because each week it's something new that's going on outside of the show. So one of the main things that's being said right now is the whole colorist thing, okay? A lot of the people that are watching the show, the people saying is colorism when it comes to this show, okay? Y'all said we need some outfit videos. Listen, subscribe to my 2 other channels, and then y'all might get some outfit videos on one of them for sure. So I'll say that. Okay, so here's what I think about the whole colorist thing. I feel like it does exist, and I'm sorry. The reason why is because Mia on this next episode is going to hit Wendy upside the head with a pocketbook. She also threw a drink. She's going to throw a drink in Wendy's face, which is Wendy, if you guys don't know, is the woman on the very, very left, standing with her hand on her hip, on her thigh meat. Okay, and then Mia is the lady on the far left, standing on with the hand on her hip. Okay, so she on the far left threw a drink in the lady in the far right's face, and also is going to hit her next episode with a pocketbook. This to me had, let's say somebody like Monique did this, or Candace have done this, or let's say the situation was reversed and Wendy did this to Mia, she would be called aggressive 100%. And I think the most aggressive person there is Robin. Robin to me is a man and stuck in a woman's body. I can't nobody tell me different, okay? I think that's another reason why Juan was so attracted to her. But, you know, it's another story. It's another story. Okay, Juan is the ones, not Juan, but Robin is the one sitting down next to Wendy, which has the hand on her thigh. Okay, to me, she's the most aggressive, and she doesn't get that rep is because she's light-skinned. And I agree with that 100% because she's tried to fight Ashley. Okay, she's tried to fight Monique. She's come at Wendy as if so aggressively, getting all very, very angry, and nobody labels her as aggressive at all. That bothers me a lot because a lot of these girls, especially when Monique, she to me deserves an apology from the whole cast because they treated her as if she was some ghetto hoodlum that just robbed 3 stores and that just walked up on that show when she fought Candace. But let it have been Robin that hit Candace upside her head, they would have been like, oh my God, Candace just goes so far. It's ridiculous. This show, to me, is hard to watch sometimes. It's so colorist. She assaulted my Nigerian sister, Wendy. I'm tired of the green-eyed baby mamas. And that whole green-eyed bandits thing, I don't even like the name of it because you guys are trying to make it seem as if, because you guys are green eyes, that you guys are prettier. No, baby. That means nothing. And I'm talking to Giselle, Robin, and Ashley, okay? Because they're all 3 green-eyed. So I guess they think because they're green-eyed and light-skinned that they're better than. So Ashley went on record and said that she is not colorist. And she says it doesn't matter what hue someone is, she still is going to come at them, whatever hue it is. And she said she's beefed with everybody on the cast, no matter the hue that they are, okay? Y'all hear that word hue? She loves to use the word hue, okay? I'm going to show you guys the video. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. All right.
I really hate that
Damn.
I have to say anything about this and that I have to address this, but it seems to have just gotten like way out of control. First and foremost, I am not a colorist. I know everyone wants to deem me that. They want to make all these accusations about me because of my own skin tone, but I don't claim that because that's not me. I feel like people forget that I have had issues or disagreements with every single woman on the show for whatever reason, for whatever thing that we disagreed upon at some point in time, irrespective of the hue of her skin.
Hey, that word hue.
So I always start at 100 with people until you give me a reason to take it down. All right? That is all that has transpired. And I still care about the women on this show. And I hope that everyone, including them, knows that nothing that I will ever feel about you is because of your color of your skin.
Okay, hashtag Ashley Hugh. Ashley last name Hugh. And let's get to the whole Chris thing. You know, they're still trying to push this storyline as if Chris is some creep that's, you know, trying to get in some of these girls' panties, okay? Which, this is the thing that's going to be so bad with Housewives. They pre-plan before they start filming. Let me tell you what they do. And it's so obvious now that we're catching on to what they're doing. Let's say they get renewed for a new season, right? 2-3 girls will be like, hey, we need to figure out what's going to be the main storyline of the show. Let's sit at dinner, right? So they go to dinner. Boop, 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 Big Debbie cakes. Boom. They sit the Big Debbie cakes in the seat. They say, hey, we need to figure out our main storyline. Who's going to be our target, okay? Chris, he made you feel a little funny? All right. So this is what we're going to do. He slid in your DMs the other day asking you to hang out with him, even though he was at a restaurant in a public area. He was just saying that because he replied back to your story. We got another one. You said he looked at your friend funny. We got a third one. Now we got a main storyline. So guess what? This is Giselle. She's like, what we're going to do is Chris is going to be the target of this season. So we're all going to, you know, conjure up the fact that he makes us feel very uncomfortable. Okay? So you, my girl Ashley, you're going to push this along with me. And Robin, so we can make it more believable, you're not going to agree with me. Okay? Who else? Mia. Come here, Mia. Just say he was staring at you. And we got our storyline right there. Okay, bam. And that's how they come up with the storyline. And it's becoming a little bit obvious now because it's obvious. They did this to Monique. They did this to Ashley on one season with the whole Michael thing. But Michael made it easy for them because he's always on Grindr looking for booty. So that was obvious. Yeah, they did it with Ashley. They did it with now it's Candace. Next season's gonna be Mia, and I would love it to be Robin. I want to see Robin versus Giselle because I feel like that's going to be the ultimate battle, like the battle down, Thunderdome beef. I cannot wait for that to happen because I see it coming. You wanna know why? Because of what happened to Juan Dixon. I'm so glad Juan Dixon's not here right now. Because of what happened to Juan Dixon, Giselle's gonna have her questions because now they're alleging, like, you know, he's kind of one of the girls in the lawsuit. Because if you guys don't know, and the college that he was coaching, one of the players alleged that the assistant coach was blackmailing him and basically forcing him to do activities online and send him pictures and everything like that. And it even ended up having some interactions with him physically to sort of blackmail him. And Juan knew about it and didn't really do anything about it. This is all alleged, of course, but apparently he's being involved in that sort of tryst in some type of way. So I know Giselle's going to have her questions too. And it doesn't make it any better, the fact that Juan and Michael are cool. And you guys already know that Michael is known for, you know, the butt grab, the squish, okay? I'm going to add my next caller. Let me know what you guys think about these topics today. No zoo stuff except for Blueface and Krishan, okay? I don't hear nothing about no baddies and none of that. What is going on? What is going on? Are y'all ready?
Hi, Pierre. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
So,
what do you think about these topics?
Yes. So, actually, I'm on the other line with the Belcalis.
Mm-hmm.
So, Belcalis, a.k.a. Cardi, you know, that's Cardi's real name.
Uh-huh.
She said that, Pierre, you have to be on the lookout. They're trying to set you up. And
They're
she
trying to set me up. I'm
apologized.
hitting the
She
like button.
apologized. She apologized. Hit the like
What do you think?
button. You guys have to hit the like button.
What do you think about the
Yes.
whole him being arrested? Do you think that maybe it would have been best for him to stay behind bars just a little bit? Maybe Krishan would have woken up, or no?
For Krishan's sake, yes. I do believe that maybe some time apart really would have helped her. And let's not neglect the fact that Krishan is actually smart. Regardless of what she shows us via social media, regardless of what she shows us via her with her friends, etc., Krishan actually, when she makes her moves, she knows what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they got something going on to where it's very medical at this point, and there needs to be a medical separation because it's just not, allegedly, it's not safe for anyone at this point. Blueface, actually, I do feel for him simply because I, just to be a little personable here, I do have a family member that just recently got incarcerated for something small. But it was around the same time Blueface got incarcerated, and I'm like, this is going on now. It's blue, and we don't have time for blue. And it's just like, I do feel for him as a black man, but hey, if you did the crime, you got to do the time. I'm sympathetic of the situation and you defending yourself allegedly, but if you did the crime, you most certainly have to do the time. As you can hear, I'm flipping through my pages. I have my notes like Sarah.
What do you think of these Grammy nominations? Do you think that Nicki really got snubbed, or do you think it was the right nominations that were made?
Of course, Nicki got snubbed, of course. And let's not talk about the songs that went big, the features. Yes, that's still on the table, but are we not also going to talk about her mixtapes? Are we not also going to talk about them times she just pulled up to the park, to Central Park, and just started blasting her shit? Excuse me, I'm sorry, and just started freestyling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's not forget that. Like, Nicki, y'all, the Grammys, I don't know what it is. If there has to be a change, whoever is in headquarters, you need to be booted, girl. You need to be booted, because Nicki, she deserves Grammys, let alone, she's the Holy Trinity. She's up there with Beyonce. She's up there with Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's one of them. So, like, why not just give her the recognition? Yeah, she may have her fan base. Yeah, she may be well affiliated within the industry, but what about from the Grammys? You know, every person in the music industry looks up to the Grammys as, I made it, I made it, I made it. It's like an EGOT. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how dare you neglect that from her? So I just want to talk about, and the Grammy nominations, I feel like Beyonce, of course, she's going to snub some Grammys. Of course, Adele. Of course, Glorilla. It's too soon. It's too soon, because now it's okay. She's going to feel like it's okay to rap like this and talk like that and spit like this. We don't want to hear that. We really don't, Glorilla. Like, we love your voice and all that. We love some of your songs that you've given us, but, like, how are you going to be diverse? You're not diverse like Nicki. And the fact that the Grammys are really, not even the Grammys, this new generation of the music industry and the entertainment industry, you're just showing us that less is really more. Like, what I mean by less is no talent. Less as in there's no flow, there's nothing organic about it. You know, there's no true talent. Like, back in the days when there was music made, when some people now that make music, it's not like, oh, they just talking. No, some music really puts you in a trance. You like, hold up. You get that little arch in your back, and you're like, hold up. Like, this
And you
really
start bouncing
bomb.
for Big
But
Daddy
really,
K.
she gives that. Right. But would
Someone said,
Glorilla get
"Don't come
that?"
for
And
Glow."
let's say,
We're not coming for Glow. I feel like with Glorilla, it's too soon. It's way too soon, and I don't think the track was deserving of it. Maybe if the track was another track of hers, maybe Tomorrow or something like that, would have been a better track for her to get a Grammy nomination off of. But FNF to me is just like, really? But that's my opinion.
right. And Like Glorilla, like exactly. And I feel like, I don't know, I'm just speaking this into existence. My girl Jayla, my second girl Jayla, she told me in the forecast, if you notice, Glorilla has been gaining a lot of weight. If you notice, if you
So you
really
trying to say
had
she's
a keen
pregnant?
eye, not pregnant, maybe she wants a bigger butt, a bigger Debbie Cakes,
I don't think she's
maybe,
gonna go for that
allegedly.
look because she's talked about it like a good like amount of time that she's not gonna go
Yeah,
down that route. I don't think. Any
I hope
final
she
thoughts?
does
Any of these
because
topics?
yes. Let me get these out. For the girl that passed away, I really feel bad for her. Like, RIP her
Mhm.
soul. Let's talk about the topics here. They said she had alcohol poisoning. She was beaten. 24 hours after that, after they touched down, she was unalived. Um, it was premeditated because if you flew this girl from America to Mexico, which is a crime, you clearly had malintent to do that. Everyone that had a hand in the situation needs to be held accountable.
Mhm.
And yes, like you say, I do concur. I do feel sort of guilty because yes, it is what
Right.
sometimes we
We're interested in
promote.
that.
Okay,
Right.
we promote the negative things, we promote those type of things, and it's not like we really truly in our soul core mean it. It's just for entertainment, when
Right.
things like this happen, it just make us have to take a step back, like, whoa. And that's really why I don't have any friends. I
Same.
did find some things out. um I really did find some things out. So the person who does, the
Mhm.
people in this scenario who does commit or tries to commit an unaliving of someone,
Mhm.
will be tried in the country, which would be Mexico. And they
Also,
will
they
be
wouldn't be charged
convicted.
in
They will
America.
be sent and incarcerated. Hmm?
So they wouldn't be charged in America. They'll be
Yes.
charged in Mexico. Okay, because I was always wondering how that
Yes, they
worked. I
will
mean,
be.
the story's still developing so like soon.
Yes, they will be tried in Mexico. Although, just because there might not be, I didn't look too deep into it, there might not be a treaty within the US government and Mexico, not to be too political here. They
Mhm.
still will be able to extradite those
Mm.
people and still sentence them. So in a
Okay.
court of law, they still will have to serve time for that crime in the country that they committed it. They won't be able to do it in the US. For the Potomac girls, there is a colorist situation there. It's been going on for years now. As you can see with this story that they're trying to perpetuate, in the words of Candace, these ladies literally sit down and like make up these stories about this man, Chris. Yes, I do feel he is a flirt, but I don't think he's a flirt with helpless. And what I mean with helpless, aka the Green Eye Bandit, Giselle, she's helpless because she can't help herself get dressed. She can't help herself find love. She can't help herself do her hair. She even needs Robin because she can't help herself speak, honey. It's horrible. They did this with Monique. I really feel bad for her. Robin has been very aggressive over the years that we have seen. Season one, she wasn't really like that. She felt as though, okay, yeah, it's us. I'm light skinned, and this is what I'm gonna do. This is how I feel, and I'm just gonna, do it for the cameras. And Robin, it's not giving, girl. We're tired of you. I think what you really need to do, you need to partner up with OG and play some lady football. You can tackle each other and get all the aggression out. Michael, well, I'm not even gonna talk about Darby. Ashley, girl, just good luck. Good luck. If you're doing it for the coin, good luck. She's a mulatto. If you really want to be technical, if
What do
you
you
really
mean by
want to be
that?
technical, she's a mulatto. Okay, a mulatto is like a old southern term. It's more like a
I know
slur,
what it means. I
a
want you to
racial
explain to
slur.
the
She's
viewer.
mixed, basically.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I know exactly what you meant. I wanted you to explain to the viewers because I get that vibe from Ashley too, especially at the last, well, the reunion with the Monique situation when she was saying she felt like Wendy was being aggressive towards her, but I don't think she would say the same thing when it came to Robin versus Wendy. So I
Right,
I get what you mean 100%. Thank you so much for
right.
joining. And I'm gonna add my next caller. Please call in for future lives.
Yes, have a good one.
All right, you too. All right, so next caller I'm gonna add in is Miss Z. Miss Z, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on?
AP year. You my TV bestie.
Not TV bestie. I know TV.
Well, you on my TV right now, so you my TV bestie. You my
Wait,
YouTube bestie. Me? Yes, I can see you. Can you see me?
Okay.
You good? You can hear me?
Wait, you break it up. You break it up. Hold on. Oh man. Hold on. All right.
Is that better?
You're breaking up a little bit.
I'm breaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. No, it's still break. It might be just on my end, you guys. It might be on my end. Let me know, you guys, in the comments if you guys can see Z. It might be on my end.
Can y'all see?
No, y'all both sound great. Shoot, it's on my end then.
Oh, yeah, because I can hear you good.
Yeah, it's on my end then. Hold on, you guys. All right, while I figure this out, let me get my girl Cardi B on the line. Make sure you guys hit that like button.
Y'all want to hear what Cardi B had to say? Okay.
I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize.
Oh, let me play Cardi B one more time after she found out that you tried to set me up.
I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize.
All right, let's see now. Okay, talk.
Is that better?
Yes.
Damn, we in the building.
What do you think of these topics?
Okay, well, you know I'm not a housewife person, so I really don't have anything to say about that. But as far as gotta say something about, okay, wait, my friend Kim is on Messenger with me, and she wants me to ask you to say hi to her because I'll be talking about you all the time.
Hi, Kim.
Anyway, getting back to the subject, Xscape. Yeah. Everybody knows there's always a diva in Xscape. It used to be Candy because she always wanted to leave, but now it's ever since Versus. She did this twice. When she first lost the weight, she wanted to go solo. And now after this Versus, everybody knows she like blow, even though everybody knows she could do it before if you Xscape fan. Right. She just, her head got big again. So I expected that. It's always three of them.
Candy is the problem.
No, she used to be. Now I think it's Latocha.
Oh yes, for sure. It's
always one. It can never be all four of them in sync.
Right. And it's sad because it's like two of them are sisters, so you expect the sisters just to get along to be able to be in the group, but like it's really, I feel like most of the problem is the sisters.
Yeah. Poor Tiny. She just be like, I just want to check. Could we get it together?
Exactly.
She'd be like, I'm tired of sitting with these kids. Right. That green dress was really nice, though.
It was nice.
I liked it.
Nice. It was.
She stood out on purpose. She did that on purpose.
I agree.
She did that on purpose.
I don't believe her when it comes to the stylist because I feel like the stylist probably ended up hitting the stylist up last minute to tell her, but she was like, "Hey, I already got this dress. I'm gonna these hoes since they were right."
She like they could shimmer if they want to.
Exactly. What do you think about the Robinson situation with girl in Cabo?
The girl in Cabo. Oh God, this is why I be telling my daughter she don't got no friends.
Exactly.
If I was her mother, it'd be a lot more invest. Well, I don't know. They all got different stories. The best friend and the one that was recording. First of all, they all need to be going back to Mexico in somebody's jail. They all need to be locked up because everybody that was there knows what's going on. They covering it up, and that means you're an accessory. If you didn't actually have hands on doing it, you're an accessory to it, and you need to be under the jail with the person who actually did it. Now, I heard somebody in the comments saying that the girl she fought was a tranny. I didn't hear that. But my thing is, why was she naked and everybody else was clothed? And if she wasn't drunk, what was making her incapacitated where she didn't want to fight back? Because I'm not going to be naked letting somebody beat on me like that. if I'm able to defend myself.
Exactly.
So it's a lot. I hope they get to the bottom of it, and I hope they get to it soon, because that's just ridiculous.
And it's extremely sad because that video is extremely disturbing to watch. And the quality of the video, maybe it's because they were out of the country. It's like the whole thing to me is kind of weird. The quality of the video seems very strange. I don't know if they did that on purpose. The fact that she was naked on the floor fighting, it just, well, she was on the floor at first, but like it seems just weird. And it shows you like you really cannot trust everybody, especially to go out the country with a big group of people. And I've never been a fan of friend groups. I feel like you could have friends, but have them individually, maybe in couple pairs and stuff like that. But friend groups, never been a T, because it's always some
because it's always somebody up. It's always somebody that's starting that riles up everything, and it's always a secret hater.
Right.
It's always a secret hater. And they talks amongst each other. Everybody, if it's a large group, they always talks amongst each other about an individual and then be in that individual's face.
It's sad. What do you think about Blueface, the rest of Blueface, and also the Grammy nomination?
Okay. Yes. I was just talking to Kim about that. So, all right. As far as Blueface go, whatever. Once they got them, TMZ is like the ultimate spy, snitch, whatever. Like they got the footage of him actually shooting at the car and everything. So he's gonna do some time. Period.
You think he's gonna do some time for it?
It's attempted murder, yes. Even if it's not a big bid, he's gonna do something, or he's gonna have to pay like he weigh. So they gonna have to do. He's gonna have to. He's not gonna walk away from this one. This is not like him playing around with Krishan being drunk or whatever. So he's gonna do something. Something's gonna give with that. I just don't know how long that's gonna take. As far as the Grammys, I stopped really watching the Grammys years ago. Yeah. I think it's overrated. They really never cater to our culture like that. They pick and choose what they want to give us. Like, okay, we'll let, of course, Beyonce. We ain't gonna have we don't want no heat with the Beyonce thing. And I'm not part of the Beehive, so whatever. As far as
coming after him, Beyonce would have they would have collided.
Right. The Grammys would have been canceled for real. Now I'm not a Barb either, but I mean that's the Grammys. It's been so many people that were supposed to be deserving and nominated before, or people that were supposed to win and didn't. That's just how it is. Like, and if you're in the music industry, you should know how that card go. The Grammys is not for us. Yeah. Period. So that's she should stop getting her panties in a bunch. You want to be acknowledged, create your own award. That's what we need besides the BET and the Soul Train, because we don't really, that's not on the honors or the accolade as the Grammys. We need something on that level for our culture.
Yeah, but I think where Nicki gets frustrated is because they're picking and choosing who they give it to when it comes, because it's like, how could you try to put me in the pop and then you have somebody in the rap that's singing pop? So
well, you know why?
Too.
Well, because they messing with her, because she always flapping them gums. So of course they're gonna move her around. if she played nice, she might get nice results.
Her fan base, to me, I feel like if Nicki's fan base wasn't as big as it was, she would move a different way. But because she knows she has the Barbs and they are armies, literally there was a YouTuber, Choice TV. You guys probably already know him. He's huge. He made a video like exposing the Barbs. They got his video taken down. And he didn't even violate no violations, none of that. They got his video snatched. I said, "Oh my god!" Like
I believe it. I believe it. These fans, I can't even lie. I'm like that with Boys to Men, but whatever. I could dig it with the fan thing, but I mean, if her fans really feel some type of way, then make it happen. Make the Grammys make it happen.
Right. Any final thoughts on any of these topics?
No, but I'm loving that jacket.
Very purrs. Very Fashion Nova with I think it's nail polish or something. The designer that did it.
I'm gonna beat you. Oh, I have a question for you though, Pierre.
Yeah.
How was set going?
Oh, it's going really, really good.
I'm excited for you.
There's multiple gigs and stuff. I'm gonna show you guys everything once it all gets released and stuff. So
yes, I'm gonna be right there. Like whoop whoop.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, Pierre, you know it's a pleasure. I'll catch you next time.
All right, night.
Later.
All right, next time I'm gonna add is season 3 baddie with the baddest notes. Okay, with the baddest notes.
You know, it's so funny. I was just thinking when I first came up with my name, it was random, but the next week I was going to be like, no, my name is going to be Notally.
Notally.
Notally, stop it.
You got to be season 4 baddie.
I know. I should really just go to the auditions next year with a GoPro and just be extra. So and just get the exclusive, baby. But no, I'm too grown. Okay. All right, let me pull out my notes real quick because I've been listening. It's a lot. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
You might not like me after this, but I love you.
No, listen. We could disagree. We could agree to disagree. Okay.
Okay. We about to disagree. But before I disagree with you, let me just say, it's the outfits for me, boo. Like, Mona, let me upgrade. No, I'm just kidding. You always look good, but you've been doing it, dipping and doing it lately. Okay, I see the hat. It's giving. Okay, but yeah, baby, Doja's not rap. She's pop. Okay, and let me tell you something. They only put her in random categories that are not pop. If you notice, because remember one year she won like Soul Singer. Girl, please.
Oh yeah.
She won Soul Singer against Janae Eiko and SZA. They only put her in categories that aren't pop because they know she ain't getting nothing against Taylor Swift. She ain't getting nothing against the girls who aren't brown. Okay, so they're gonna put her where they know she can win. Okay, so I'm sorry, I love you, but the girl, she's pop. She's pop. She's pop. Anyway, so now that I'm done with that, let's talk about Glorilla. I like Glorilla, but at the same time, if you're gonna give her a Grammy, or if you're gonna nominate her, it should have been in Best New Artist. And this is where the Grammys are totally wrong. You know what I'm saying? This is where the Grammys are totally wrong because every year, last year it was Sweetie was in the Best New Artist when Sweetie came out like 6 years ago. This year it's Lotto, and I like Lotto, but how long ago did I'm a real ass driller? I'm sorry, I'm not cussing.
That was like
at least pandemic, at least. You know what I'm saying? And now she's nominated for Best New Artist. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if 2 years from now, then they want to nominate Glorilla. The Grammys. You know what I'm saying? Like the Grammys, here's the thing. Like, I don't know what the criteria is, but it doesn't make sense. And I do think that like it's messed up. I don't care how you feel about Nicki Minaj or whatever, but like it's messed up as a culture that we're sitting here laughing at somebody that's a legend for being snubbed yet again for even a nomination. Like whether you like her or not, she deserved at least to be nominated. And at this point, is giving popularity.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think it was Jason Lee had put a tweet up, and he was like, "Oh, I have it right here." He was just saying that like at this point, you got to be like an influencer or whatever. And it's the thing we've always been saying. Like, it doesn't matter like your talent. Like, yeah, you can every now and then good songs like make their way through. But at the end of the day, it's like it's a popularity thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay, next topic. Oh no, before I end, this also goes to show why we need to support people who support us. Soul Train Awards, BET Awards. Okay, people, we can't be getting, you know what I'm saying? We can't be getting mad about this when we're not supporting where we need to be supporting. The CMAs, they come in there squatting. Okay, and don't let it be Negro up sliding up in there because they gonna really get mad. Remember when they got mad about Beyonce?
Listen, her when she performed on the CMAs, when she had them puffs, you know, she had them big Cocoa Puff sleeves, and then she was singing. I saw them country white people in the audience, and they were like, "What's that color fight doing up there?" They was not having it. Like
that's what I'm saying.
To be a break to do that.
And remember when they nominated the Grammys love to play, okay? Because they nominated Rihanna 8-9 times. They nominated Jay-Z 8-9 times, had them sit in the front row not to give them nothing. And that's probably why we ain't getting no new music from Rihanna.
We're never getting that visual.
She done. She was like, y'all have me sit there with my flask and drink, and y'all gonna play in my face about 9 awards. But anyway, so on to this girl. I think her name is Quella. Rest in peace. Yeah. Throw them all in jail. Throw them all in jail because, first of all, ain't it a felony to abandon a corpse? That's number one. Second of all, the person who recorded it, in my opinion, is dead wrong. I don't care what the issue was. Yeah. Why was she naked? And my thing is, think about it, Pierre, because I've been on vacation with my friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even with, and I don't know if they're friends or random people, but like, think about it. You're on vacation. Why you gonna let somebody fight like that? Then y'all gonna be awkward for the next 6 days, 3 days, 2 days, however long you're there. I'd have been like, we're not recording this. Like, y'all might be mad, but let's handle it back in the States. We're not gonna, what y'all gonna fight and then be cool for 2-3 days? Like, the whole thing's not making sense. And then you're going to go back home and be doing lives and being on Shade Room. How about you just tell the truth and say what happened? Because in my opinion, I think what happened was they lied and said the alcohol poisoning, and now they're getting the real. And I think one of them, probably the one who recorded the video, was like, oh, they're going to come and think I did it. So let me put out this video showing what happened.
Exactly. And it's,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel like there's more footage and it's not being released. That's what I'm saying. I feel like a second round happened that got a lot more brutal, and that's when she ended up passing from the injuries. That's what my
because they said it was a broken neck, right?
Yeah, and rib, not rib, but spine.
Yeah, and my thing is like that's supposed to be your friend, bro. And her mom's better than me because you're going to Mexican jail. Let me tell you something. Mexican jail is no joke, baby. Mexico on its own ain't no joke, okay? What else did you talk about today? Oh, Blue and Chris.
Yeah. I know you're tired of it like I am too. That's like
babe, like I'm
sick of the network.
It's not a vibe. But yeah, there's the guy saying it was he said it was self-defense. The guy saying that he pulled back around to ask questions. Bro, you pulled around going 30 an hour. So in that case, I will say it's self-defense. But at the same time, what do we keep saying? When you get that much money, why are you the one with the gun? Hire someone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to use our sense, dude. Like, yeah. I mean, I think we talked about everything. What else? Did you talk about anything else that I missed?
No, that was about, the Xscape.
What I need from you is understand. No, every man wants a woman. No, anyway, so they're trying to get back together? Was that why
they are going to have a reality show on Bravo as well, so stay tuned for that, okay? Because they're doing because you know how they're going on tour and all that stuff, so they're going to be filming all the process and all that stuff.
Well, if they're having a reality show, then this makes sense because that's probably one of the storylines, honestly. And I think, they all look good, but at the end of the day, like with situations like that, especially if her person knew ahead of time, they probably had a backup dress, but it was probably like, nah, I'm gonna go do this because it's gonna cause controversy. At the end of the day, you got to remember it's all for clout. At the end of the day, nobody is going to listen to it, and I will listen to it, but nobody's going to actively go and search and listen for an Xscape song unless they know they're fighting. Just like nobody's going to go listen to a Blueface Krishan song unless they know they're fighting. Actually, that's a lie because I saw Blueface live and it was a vibe.
It was a vibe?
Baby, I saw him at a festival and I'm telling you, I was like, ooh, I didn't realize I knew so many Blueface. So I was doing the bust down Tatiana. I do have one last thing to say. Pierre, I decided that you're gonna get 100,000 followers by next year, and when you do, maybe we'll let them meet the season 3 baddie.
Right. Listen, y'all need
get them likes up, guys.
Exactly. If y'all was smart enough, y'all would know who season 3 baddie is.
I know it's really not that hard. I really don't care, but it's more fun to be anonymous.
Oh my god, is she from Baddies? Is she from
Period. Period. I'm Sydney Star. No, I'm just kidding. Allegedly. Anyway, I love you, baby. My dog's about to beat me up. Y'all have a good night.
Night. It's so funny. When I'll be seeing our guesses on who she is, and I'll be cracking up. I'm like, bro, that stuff is hilarious because like you guys are like so off. It's so funny. All right, next one I'm gonna add is Adara. What is going on? What is going on?
Oh my gosh! Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I'm having a fangirl moment right now. Like, okay, what we about to talk about?
We talking about the Grammys. We talking about Xscape.
Okay, I'm gonna touch on that. When it comes to Xscape, they need to wrap it up and throw it away. What I want to see from them, what they need to do, is like a Making the Band, or like remember that show you were reviewing? That girl. Yes, they need to find the next R&B group, something like that. Like, cause it's not giving what it's supposed to give. Like, Homegirl wearing that other dress, it threw everything off. I'm sorry, y'all, that threw it off so bad. So what's going on? Nene was not wrong.
You wasn't here for the green.
No, that green it was giving Grinch.
Oh God.
The Grammys, they just need to come out and say why they don't like Nicki. Because it's been like, I swear Nicki Ben came out when I was in elementary school, and she still ain't won a Grammy.
This is the rumor as to why she hasn't gotten one. Remember the year where she did a performance. She did it wasn't Roman's Revenge, but she did the Take Your Medication, Roman. Their alteration, Roman. You'll be okay. You know that song? I forgot the name of it. For some reason I forgot. But she performed that at the Grammys, and she did like this whole Catholic sort of Illuminati type of performance. Apparently the Grammys told her to do not do that performance. She didn't care and still did it. And allegedly it's been since she did that performance, they weren't messing with her because they were like, we told you not to do it and you still did it. So that's allegedly why they don't mess with her.
Wow. Because like the Grammys is giving me like Mean Girl vibes, like you can't sit with us at lunch. Like that's what they give. Yeah. To Blueface, this is gonna sound so messed up, but a lot of us thought that he was gonna stay up in that cell.
You wish he was so he could stay away from Krishan?
Yes, but the thing is, we can't. Like, Krishan go visit him every single day. Like, she's gonna be camping out.
Roman Holiday, that's the song.
Roman Holiday.
Yeah.
When it comes to Housewives, when I started watching that show 3 years ago, it really triggered me because there's so much colorism that goes on, and it's just when Mia threw that drink at my Nigerian sister Wendy, I fell out because it's like Wendy, she's John Hopkins, you know, that school. She's not about to punch nobody or anything like that, and that makes me really think, who's the fighter? Like, who are the fighters in this group? Does anybody? Because would Mia throw a drink at Giselle or?
Oh no. She damn sure wouldn't throw it at Robin because y'all know Robin is a
bulldog.
Got knocked out. Okay, could have got caught with her now.
Ew. But no, that was wrong. Like, and what are the other topics tonight? What are the other topics?
And also, I want to talk a little bit about Potomac. I don't get this episode when I watched it. I don't get why Mia switched on Wendy so hard. It doesn't make sense as to why they just all of a sudden stopped getting along. It just didn't make sense to me because the first few episodes that we saw, like, they were good, even though they caught Wendy on that hot mic, which y'all know the producers this season, they're not playing with nobody.
Right, that was spooky.
But besides that, it's not like she knew about the hot mic moment. Now she knows about it watching it back, but during filming, the producers don't tell them stuff like that because they wait for it to air. So yeah. And the last thing was the whole Cabo girl that died, Miss Robinson that died in Cabo. What do you think about that?
Okay, so when it comes to that, I remember as a small child, my parents are Nigerian, and like when you have parents that come from a different country, they've seen a lot. Right. And they always would tell me, don't trust people, don't have a lot of friends, all of this. As I've gotten older, you can't trust nobody. Exactly. You can't trust nobody. You be thinking somebody have your back. That's your worst enemy. Like, you be Cookie Crunch girlfriends and everything. Like, I just feel like when I saw that video on Twitter has everything. I was, oh my God, just how she didn't have any clothing on. And like, just like hearing the man in the background pipe up the fight. And I'm a fighter. If someone's not fighting back,
right?
Why? This is it's bullying at this point. Like, if someone's not fighting you back, what's the point of the fighting? Like,
exactly. That's why there was an episode. I don't know if you watched Deja Vu. Two of the girls on there. One of the girls was fighting.
I watch it.
Right, the Abby versus
Abby. That shit was. Oh my bad. That was so not okay. Like, as somebody who's been bullied, like Hood Rat Holly and Lauren. Them really trying not to curse, Peter. Them girls, like, that was so hard to watch. And when she flipped her bag over, I said, "Oh, Abby."
And Abby messed up too because you gave her permission to touch her
right.
bag.
She said, "See, look at my bag. Look at my bag.
Right.
Look at my bag."
We're talking about the show Deja Vu. If anybody doesn't know, you guys need to check it out. If you guys do not watch it, it's on Now That's TV. Shout out to Now That's TV. I'm telling you guys, that network is gonna come for Zeus's neck. I see it already. They're already putting out content. There's a show called that I'm gonna be recapping soon. They did an interview with Sydney Starr. It's called like
Surgery Talks.
Right. And she did like an hour and a half interview with Sydney Starr, and Sydney said everything, talked about Gutta Kane and everything, which I'm gonna be recapping soon. So Zeus need to watch out for Now That's TV, baby. All right. Any final thoughts on any of these topics?
I hope that Quila gets justice.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that they drag Robin next season. I'm talking about drag her. Drag her so hard she got to be on pause for a full 2 seasons. But she gonna need that money after they drag her, because she make all the money and her name on the house, and Juan's little coach checks ain't doing nothing. Okay.
Thank God she got the prenup in order and everything.
Allegedly.
Right.
I'm gonna need Wendy to take some self-defense classes, because the next time Mia throw some champagne at her, I'm gonna need her to get up there and do a kung fu karate kick like Ray did on Betty's collection. I'm gonna need her to get up and do a kung fu.
Thank you so much for calling.
No problem. I love you, Pierre. Bye.
All right, night. All right, last caller add in is Kaya. What is going on? What is going on?
Hey, Pierre.
Hey.
This is my first time being on here, so I'm really excited.
Yes. What do you think of any of these topics?
Okay, first, I got to talk about the Grammys. Okay, so I don't know. Okay, so did you watch this past Grammys, the one that came out early this year?
Barely, but I seen the social media happenings, but like I didn't tune in until the full awards. I don't think I watched a full award of the Grammys until like a couple years ago, because I feel like it's lost its juice because the bigger artists have stopped going. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I don't know if you're familiar with BTS, the K-pop group.
Yes.
Okay, so the fact that they have been snubbed twice, the fact that they're only getting nominated in one category when they had 2 of the biggest songs on Billboard charts, I already feel like that's irritating. And because they had the song Dynamite and Butter that was #1 on Billboard charts for weeks, and they only were nominated in one category, which was crazy to me. And with Nicki Minaj, okay, so I was confused. Okay, a couple months ago, they said they were going to put Super Freak Girl in the pop category, and then I see the nominations, I see she's not nominated for anything. So what happened with that?
I feel like they got mad because she called them out, okay? Because with this industry, you got to kind of play the game. So I guess she wasn't playing the game, and she had her heart broken like this, and now she's not nominated.
Yeah, because I when I saw that, when she said that, I understood what she was saying. Like, I don't necessarily think she was coming for Lotto. I love both of them. I'm really mad that they had that falling out. I think she was using Lotto as an example. She said Big Energy, which she wasn't wrong, does have a poppy sound like Super Freak.
Yes.
So if that song is still in rap category and mine isn't, then that's a problem. So my thing on that is, do you think that the Grammys already have who they want to win? That's why they do what they do?
Yeah, I do think they have like it pre-selected. To me, Grammys is giving very much Baddies West auditions and Baddies South auditions. Like they know who most of the cast is gonna be, but they let a little 1 or 2 kind of finagle in and join the nomination categories. That's what it's giving, to be honest. Because if Big Energy, if you walk into any Forever 21 store, because I've been to the mall recently, you walk into a Forever 21 store, you walk into a Hollister store and everything like that, they're playing Big Energy. I got it. Like they're playing, and y'all know those stores are known to play predominantly pop songs.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and also, and then I see, because like putting Nicki, like even considering her for the pop category, with her being there with people like Taylor Swift, you know she's not going to win. She's in the pop category too. Like, who else is going to be in the pop category? Is it Taylor Swift, and who else? Who else is
Harry Styles, Adele?
Yeah, she's not going to win against those 2, because those 2 had the biggest stars out right now. I feel so bad that Nicki is not doing good. But the thing is, she won the Vanguard Award. She's still breaking records. She doesn't really need a Grammy. I'm just mad that they keep doing her wrong for years. Like, give her flowers. Every other award show has done that, but y'all. So that's the problem for me. But Nicki, she's still gonna win. She's still gonna be the queen. So that's the Grammys and all that kind of stuff. I've kind of been off the Grammys because some of the people they pick for winners are very questionable at times. That's why I'm like, that's why people call them scammies. And also, I want to touch on Blueface. I just knew that something was gonna come out between him or Krishan. Like, I think him getting arrested was probably God, like, able to get him away from Krishan, and he just will not Like, cause did you see a couple of days ago, like she was hanging with Diddy, and then he was all in his feelings because he wasn't there. She was hanging with Diddy and Young Miami and somebody else too at their party, and all that kind of stuff. And he sees that she's blowing up, and he's really not, because I don't know who's buying his music. But I just feel like he just like hates that she's like getting up there, and every time I feel like trying to get away, he's probably saying some stuff to her that we're not seeing. That's why she keeps going back, because I'm thinking like, Krishan, why do you keep going back? Like, why? But she gonna stand beside him, like she said today. She said that she gonna be beside him through this trial and all that kind of stuff. She said she probably gonna get another tat of him on her face. I'm like, please don't do that.
Do you think he's gonna serve time? And I'm so surprised that she didn't go already and get his mugshot tattooed on her forehead this time. Cause
someone said that she's gonna do like a free blue on her face or something like that.
Oh my god!
I think considering he's a celebrity, but he's not like a big celebrity. Let's just be honest. I feel like he's gonna do some time, but the fact that his bond was $50,000, like for attempted murder, that's what the bond is. But I saw the video too, and the video don't do much. Like we see the car come, and we see him shooting at it, but that's really it. But then you can say that he was trying to protect himself too. So I said the video put into evidence didn't really do much for them. So that's probably why the bond was so low. But I hope he serves some time, and then Krishan is able to like get away from him and try to thrive on her own, because she looks very crazy. I want to root for Krishan. Like I have friends that like her, and I just always tell them I can't root for her because of what she does. I can't support that. I feel like she's a beautiful girl, and she seems like she's very talented, but I just cannot support what she does. Like she got him tatted on her. This girl done lost a tooth, lost a patch of hair, and she's losing everything else. Not. Did you see that bald patch during the Baddies South reunion? I saw that big bald spot, and I was like, "Oh my god, that was so big." He did that to you. He's still with her. Like that's crazy. Now she says he didn't, but we know she's lying.
And we still have yet to find out what was in that phone. We need to know what was in that phone. That is another investigation that needs to be put out. Okay, the bag was one of them, and we still need to find out what was in that phone. Okay.
And I know you touched on what happened with them a couple of weeks ago when she said he put hands on her. Why isn't that not being talked about anymore? Like people just totally forgot about that, and they still support their relationship.
It's because they know that both of them are going to stick together, and both of them are so toxic that people are sick of getting updates on them, because they know that at the end of the day, you're going to see her the next day being on live with him like, bleed. And what did we see days later after that? He was eating her cooter. Like he was eating her, he was eating her snacks.
Her page has not been taken down yet. Her Twitter page, Instagram page, the stuff that she posts, I'm surprised that her page is still up and running. They take Instagram stuff off for the littlest stuff. That's what blows my mind.
But they pick and choose what pages they take down, because if the pages are getting a lot of traction and getting a lot of engagement, they're going to keep them around if they're not doing anything too crazy. So I think that's why they didn't snatch her page down, because they know rock is a hot commodity.
Well, I'm just like that. Just like really, I want, like I said, I want to root for Rock. I do, but I just can't, because I just know. I feel like that's what I said. I hope he does serve some time, but you know that she's gonna call him every day if he does get indicted. She's gonna do what conjugal visits, what them things called. They're gonna try to make that happen. She's just never gonna let that man go, and I just really hope she sees her worth. But like I said, until she finally gets away from it, because she says it, but then like you say, the next couple hours of the next day they're back together. I just hope that she's able to get away from him, and I hope it happens sooner rather than later. It won't, like 10 years from now, she's not still with him, because it's gonna end bad for both of them if they stay together. Let's just be honest.
Right. And then when it comes to Xscape, what do you think about the group? Their troubles. Who do you think is the main cause of the issue?
Well, a long time ago, people would always try to tell me that Candy was the problem, but I said, but I watched Candy on TV. She seemed like she's so unproblematic. But I heard Xscape has been having problems for years, and they're still together. So I don't think nothing. But I heard that old girl not gonna do the tour now no more. Is that true?
Yeah, apparently, I don't think she's not gonna not do the tour anymore. But I guess some certain dates she's not gonna be included in, because I guess she's had some trouble with the promoter that's booking them for the events. So I don't know how that's going to work out. I do know that she was cropped out and edited out of several photos, which I'm just like, if that's not shade, I don't know what is.
I said, yeah, I like Xscape, but I said, like, they have, like I said, they've been having problems with each other forever, and it seems like they always get back together. but they're not like at the level like how B2K was. Cause B2K, they have like real deal like issues, and it seemed like neither one can be in the same room with each other. Xscape, I feel like they can work through all that kind of stuff. I feel like they could. And also, I don't really watch Potomac. I haven't been watching Housewives Potomac lately. I've been very busy. I gotta catch up because I heard it's messy this season.
It's very good. It's very, very good. Trust me. Like,
is it better than this last season of Atlanta?
Oh yes, Atlanta has turned into hot garbage. I don't know what, and like I've talked about this in a separate video. If you guys check it out with Portia revealing her dress, I don't know what Andy's thinking with this cast. Is because you have so much people that were on the show that are not on the show right now that have way more interesting lives than people that are on the show. Why is Portia not on this season? It makes no sense.
No?
She's getting married.
I thought she said no to coming back to Housewives, right?
I think the offer whatever they gave her wasn't big enough, and she had her own show. The problem where they messed up, they gave her her own show. You guys are dumb for that. She hasn't worked hard enough to be able to get that spinoff. They should have kept on for a couple more seasons and then gave her the spinoff. Because now she's getting married. She stole the husband. You get what I'm saying? We need to see all of that, and we didn't get to see not a glimpse of it.
I was
it's so annoying
ready for that. Yeah, when I found out her and Simon were together, I was so ready for her to come back next season. Come to find out she wasn't on, I was like, well, there's one storyline, and I don't think they're gonna bring Nene back soon because Nene, I think she's still suing. Isn't she still suing Nene?
Her coming back is
not helping yourself, boo.
Yeah.
I just wish Nene would come back to the side because I don't know what's going on with Nene, like what she has going on right now. It seemed like she needs the show again, and I just feel like if she just kind of bite her tongue so you get yourself back in there, you'll be good. Because she wasn't at BravoCon, and she like goes and saying that she's gonna drop like voice notes about Andy and all that kind of stuff about how Kim was racist and how they covered up her being racist and all that kind of stuff. And she's been saying that for months, and we ain't seen nothing yet. So are you gonna drop it or not? If she does drop it, she's never gonna come back. That's just plain and simple.
It's Nene with the empty threat. She loves doing this. If I was, like I said, part of production, in a perfect world, let's say if Nene wasn't suing Bravo, of course she wouldn't be able to come back. But in a perfect world, let's say if that wasn't happening, I would bring back Nene, Portia, and Phaedra. I would get rid of Sheree. And I know I love Candy, but I would demote her to a friend of.
Did you bring Kim back?
No, because she doesn't open up life enough. I feel like if they bring her back, she wouldn't be wanting to be able to open up about losing her home. That's the biggest thing she has going on right now is that her home got foreclosed and stuff like that. We want to know about that. She wouldn't be able to talk about that. She'd be like, Daddy.
She lives there. Like she went on a whole rant on Instagram saying, I'm still here. I said, but it's public document that your house is in foreclosure. And she says, I'm still apparently it's a rumor that one of her friends bought the house and she's just renting it, but you still don't own the house. If you're having money problems, but she's never gonna say she has money problems because Kim always made it seem like she had this high life and she was above everybody else. Now your show got canceled, and now you don't got that much money. You have. I feel bad because she has children, but like Kim, spends crazy, and we've been seeing that from her. I just didn't like Kim, and I didn't like Croy. But if she does come back, I feel like we're gonna have like some crazy moments if she's on the show because she knows she needs to check at this point.
Right. That is true. And she doesn't go on any of the cash trips, which I feel like that should be a requirement if you're a peach holder or whatever hold that you hold for your Housewives franchise. So if you don't go on the cash trips and you make an excuse every season, well, why do we need you?
Wants Croy to come with her, She says, she only go to Croy's with her. She don't want to go by herself.
Like, no, you need to go.
Everywhere. Like, I'm surprised they're still together, to be honest with you. I don't know how he puts up with her.
Thank you so much for calling in. Okay, please call me for future lives.
I'll try to. This is my first time catching it live. Thank you.
Period. Night. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Y'all make sure you guys hit that like button. All of y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. All right. I will try to go live tomorrow night. No promises. I will try because there are some more stuff I wanted to talk about. But I've been on here long enough, you guys. All right, entertainers, leave your comments down below. And we are out, babies.
Ain't no personal thing.